I can see the changes happening in the community, and I can see hope from community members that I didn't see when I joined. And it's because we're having so many different, really exciting conversations. And I hold my hands up to the people who are supporting this really important work, because it is changing the fabric of our communities in a positive way.
It's inspiring to stand here today on the reserve land of Williams Lake First Nation. This was essentially a dumping ground before, and now, because of the hard work from our staff, we've transitioned it to a cannabis retail outlet, cultivation outlet, and then a restaurant called the Osprey Nest soon on the way.
The rural communities are actually the holders of the land, really. There's more ways to make money than tearing Mother Earth apart. And we have to find that opportunity and utilize it to the best of our ability so that our younger generation can have a chance to survive.
To be working with the land is to be healthy. If we were all able to give that much attention just to plants, then imagine how we'd be able to take care of ourselves.
Indigenous peoples play a keystone role in protecting and conserving some of the last remaining biocultural heritage that has made major contributions to food security, not just for our people, but for society in general.
When we eat Indigenous-like foods, we support the Indigenous food system that helps to support Indigenous communities.
And to be able to harvest off of our land, of where we come from, and to provide that for our families in our community, it means a lot to us.
We'll have food sovereignty, self-governance, and self-determination on what our people want, and to be able to deliver that and have our own authority over the foods that we bring as food security to our people, to our homes, and to our children for generations to come.
I felt that the food and the art of butchering was gone. That's when I started thinking, okay, we need to do fresh meat and we need to relive the art of butchery.
We really want to be teaching people how to be sealch again and know how to live off the land or live with the land with whatever they have.
We as a nation of Tlaloquit, we have these 3 hydro plants that generate power and bring strength to our nation.
This store is going to bring jobs to the community, it's going to bring economic benefit to the community, and it's going to bring customers to the community. Travelers that are traveling down Highway 16 will have another reason to visit Gittimax.
This nation has set itself on a path to actually make a difference in how industry operates in their territory, and that is again tied back to the funding that we've received. And in that work we're doing, I'm happy to share with you today that the nation has completed the first bilateral New Beginnings relationship agreement with BC for this area.
Building up something new that people can be passionate about and kind of entrench their own personalities and create a career was something that was important for us.
And so I feel like bringing our people into the actual caretaking of that land is going to be integral to the overall health of our territory.
The vision of our community isn't going to fit neatly into other people's boxes, and we have to be able to have wholesome conversations where we're taking in all the different feedback that we're getting and then make decisions on the priorities our community actually want us to go after and work for as a council. And so I believe that being able to have the funding support of the New Relationship Trust and have the Declaration Act funding allows us to go in and say, these are the priorities that our community's identified. Now we're going to go look for the stakeholders that are able to support that, rather than just looking for grant initiatives here and there and hoping that they complete some of the list that the community wants. Now we're able to move forward and focus on the priorities Chihuahua First Nation has.
As one of the first successful candidates through the ICBF, we really do recommend that other Indigenous businesses actually go through the process to apply. It was really incredible experience to work with them and discuss what our vision is and actually be able to qualify for something in the cannabis space for once. And so this was a tool that is going to enormously change the landscape of our business.
NRT funding has been a wonderful support to the program. It's allowed us to make sure our horses are well taken care of, bring in more resources. We've bought boots and riding equipment for the kids because they don't necessarily have them at home, so we have to supply it. It helps pay for the facilities, it helps pay for some of our travel. It would be very difficult to do this without the NRT funding.
We want to create a safe environment where it's an each one teach one kind of space. and we all contribute to each other in some kind of way. We're just really hoping to inspire people to help us or join us or learn from us.
I really just wanted to thank New Relationship Trust for supporting this project. We've been able to feed about 200 people now. We have a membership of about 700 locally, and so we're building the numbers. But at a time when grocery store prices have increased drastically, this is really a game changer for a lot of our families in our community.
I believe that these types of teachings and toolkits will give people knowledge and understanding that a lot of these things are possible, whether it's gardening or being on the land as a watchman, you know, being on the land as a food sovereign person, hunting and fishing and gatherings. The more they learn, the more they'll have access to being able to be food sovereign.
I had an elder come here who was getting close to 70, and her childhood dream was to run a tractor. And her first ever experience as an elder was here running a tractor, and you could not wipe the smile off her face. Like, we were able to make her dream come true.
Our community has developed for many years through our elders the ecosystem management plan, where we look after the land so that the land can look after us. And with the change in environment today, this gives us an opportunity to be part of the solution versus part of the problem.
I would recommend this program to kids because it can help them, they can be themselves here and stuff, and they can learn new things, and it gives you a lot of confidence.
If you just sort of tell them what your dream is and you have a great plan, then the world is your oyster.
Now we can properly make food, and we can always make food. There's always going to be a need for food, and this place will always be able to make the food with all the equipment and everything we have so far.
Really, really appreciative of New Relationship Trust and having that food sovereignty funding stream and being able to support us in advancing this important work.
There's a sense within our administration and our staff that we're actually all moving towards a goal, an aspiration that is meaningful. And this funding contributes to that. And so I just want to say thank you on behalf of the community and on behalf of our leadership.
Thank you.